Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today, either my message will resonate with you or it won't. This, for the new humans, we're not here to argue with anybody anymore. We're not here to try to convince anybody of anything. We are all, we know, we are here living individual expressions of the one. It's almost like, I hear multiple personality disorder. It's not a disorder when I'm talking about, it's not a disorder anyway. It just is. It's if you have that, it's the existence that you chose to come back here and experience. But not but. It is the experience you chose to come back and have, okay? Everybody is your own expression of the one. So it is like God, source, creator, whatever you call the ultimate, having multiple voices in his head, multiple experiences, multiple personalities. That is literally what it's like. But God's not sitting there judging it, going, "Oh my God, I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to make anything? Can't make sense of this." God is enjoying the experience of all of us because that's what we're here for. And for people because so many people choose to stay in the limiting beliefs, choose to stay in what we've been taught. For those of us that have expanded beyond that, send those people love and move on. I had somebody comment on one of my videos telling me, basically saying that I was wrong. I'm not here to argue with you. You believe what you want to believe, and that is your right. The old paradigm, the old whatever, is to sit and argue with people and say, "No, you're wrong." Nobody's wrong. It's your opinion. You have an opinion. You have a belief system. You have a whatever for a reason. Now, it's your choice and nobody else's whether you choose to stay with that or expand upon that or change that. Do not. For those of you that have stepped beyond what we were told, what you were taught, and I woke up this morning to the word false prophet, because we've been told the Bible talks about false prophets. Well, what do you think that is? Some people would say it's us. And I just laugh at it, because the false prophet is the one that has been taught to us all along. To have limiting beliefs, to have fears and judgments. If it does not come from love, explain to me. No, don't even waste your breath. That's not of God, because God is nothing but love. So when you have a preacher, a priest, a father, a whatever you call it, standing up in front of a bunch of people talking about these people are going to go to heaven and these people are going to go to hell. If you're like this, you're going to be saved. If you're like this, you're going to go to hell. You're wrong. those people, my friends, are the false prophets. It's not those of us that have expanded our awareness, that have stepped into the bigger picture, that have transitioned more into the new earth, the new human. We are not the false prophets. Do not. Don't question yourself. If this resonates with you and you know, it is just a knowing, it's a feeling, it's a you've seen it, you've heard it, you've experienced it. You know there's a bigger picture. Don't let the people that still choose to believe the limiting beliefs, do not let them sway you. That has been the agenda all along. To make you think you're wrong, to make you think you're crazy, to make you think that, how dare you think about this? How dare you question? How dare you? No, that's the old narrative. That is the matrix. We have broken free from the matrix. We have learned to question, buck the system, not from a place of, not from a place of anything other than love and acceptance of the truth and acceptance of who we are and what we are. You know, it's like, it's like I see people crawling out of a hole and the people in the bottom are like pulling you back down. Misery loves company, right? Anytime, think back over your life, somebody else's life that you knew, you see people trying to get ahead, trying to advance, and then you see the people that can't make it, choose not to make it, choose whatever. The naysayers, the people that try to hold you down, try to tell you that, oh, starting your own business, you're crazy. Leaving a 9-to-5 job where you're guaranteed to make X number of dollars, to go out on a limb, to go risk everything, you got to be crazy. No, you're not crazy. You are doing exactly what everybody should do. It's just, I told my husband last night, because we were talking about 2020, what happened in 2020. And I told him, I said, when I was a manager, because I've left that job, when I was a manager, I told all my employees, I said, if you honestly do not feel like you need to go get this thing that everybody's telling you you have to go get, if you don't want to get it, don't get it. If the company that you're working with, because we were security guards, contracted under other companies, if the company that contracted us says you have to go get this and you don't want to, you let me know, because I will back you all day long and I will find somewhere else for you to be. You're not going to lose your job, not as long as I'm your manager. So, because my view was, you have a choice. Nobody can make you do anything you don't want to do, including putting nonsense in your body that you choose not to put in there. And if you walk away, and I told every one of my supervisors that worked for me, I said, you and your employees, if you choose to leave your position, because I was going to, if I was made to get that thing, I told my boss, I said, you can put me in that position, but you're going to be finding my replacement because I'm not going to be here. You cannot make me get that thing. You can't. And I will leave. And because I knew if I stood on my principles, the universe was going to take care of me. That was just how it was going to be. And I told every one of my employees, I said, if you stand on your principles, at the end of the day, the universe will take care of you. Because, excuse me, you staying in a 9-to-5 job, you staying because you're told, oh God, if you leave, you won't, how are you going to make it? It's just like, my husband had this conversation with a kid that works with them, that volunteers with them. He was talking about welfare and how welfare is great and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, no, welfare is designed to keep you in poverty. They will only pay you X amount of dollars. You can't go do what you want to do. And another fellow coworker, somebody was there, and he was like, yeah, being on your own, you have choices. You have freedom. You can make as much money as you want. You can have the freedom to work whatever hours you want, whatever days you want, and whatever days you don't want. You don't have to ask for time off. Yes, when I ran my bakery, when I ran my own business, I chose to work a lot because it was what I enjoyed doing. But if I wanted to take a day off, I didn't have to ask permission. I just didn't go to work. I had that choice. I had that freedom. But like I told my husband, I said, so many people don't have, and this isn't, I'm just going to flat out tell you, so many people don't have the faith that I have. I wish I could impart this to you. If you're not there yet, I wish I could impart this to you. It's just like when I sold my last house. And I've told this story a million times. I sold my house sold. I didn't know where I was going to move. I didn't know where my job was going to be. I didn't even know if I was going to have a job. And everybody I talked to was like, oh my God, aren't you worried? No. I never worried 1 second. Literally, because I knew it was all happening for a reason. It was all happening exactly how it was meant to happen. God had never let me down. He wasn't going to start then. That's where we're supposed to be. That is following your intuition. That is following your guidance. That is asking questions. That is bucking the system. For those of us that are the new humans, we're here to lead by example. Not get caught up in the crap that you've been fed. You're here to be the light, to show people the way of how to be different, how to be free and step into your power, step into your sovereignty, your freedom. So Don't let somebody, if that is you and you have expanded your awareness, expanded your mindset, your belief system, the people that choose to stay in 3D, in the limiting beliefs, just let them be. You're not here to argue with them anymore. You can lead by example. One day they will get it. It's not for you to make that decision for them as to when and how they get it. So chances are, if this doesn't resonate with you, you're not even here anymore. If you're still here, it resonates with you on some level. Either you get it or you're not quite there yet. You're still trying to figure this out. You want to get it. You want to be free, but you don't know how. But you're not sitting there going, yeah, you're wrong. No, you're lying. It's blasphemy, all that kind of stuff, because you know on a level somewhere, you might not be where I am yet. You may be. I don't know. Only you know that. But I'm here to tell you, I live this every day. I'm not making this up. It's not. Some of the videos you watch, they talk about all this grand and glorious stuff. They can't prove anything. They're just spewing. It's just like the people, and you know, so many of them, they don't even think about what they're saying. They just regurgitate what they've been told. It doesn't make sense, but they're not even thinking about it. They're following the leader. They're following the agenda. They're following the staying stuck in the matrix. They're not even... all I can do is send those people love. Because they choose to stay asleep. And then I have those people arguing with me that they're not asleep. Yes, sweetheart, you are asleep. Because you're not questioning, you're not even, what is coming out of your mouth is not even being filtered through your brain. And I don't mean that as a mean thing. It just is, because if you really stopped and thought about what was being said, it wouldn't even freaking make sense to you. But so many people have been programmed to not even think. My husband told me this morning, because we were having a conversation about salt. And they tell you not to eat all this salt because it's bad for you. No, it's not bad for you. Salt came from God, came from the ground. Now, the processed crap that they sell on the shelves is, yes, that's bad for you. It's just like all the processed other crap that they sell to you is bad for you. If you have natural, like sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, things like that, it's good for you. And he said something about it helps you think. What? Why do you think they tell you it's bad for you? Because they don't want you to think. They don't want you to put two and two together or question the narrative. They want you to follow them, their agenda. If that is your choice, God bless you. Go be all you can be, but don't tell somebody else they're wrong. It's like people telling me, oh, that's a bad situation, or that was bad. No, nothing's bad. It's your perspective. Everything is happening exactly how it's meant to happen. It may be less than pleasant, but it doesn't make it bad. That, all of the everything that I just talked about is victimhood, is dependency, is lack. The people that are trying to keep you pulled down come from lack. Come from, because, oh my God, if you get this promotion, I'm stuck. No. If somebody else gets a promotion, good for them. That means there's a better position for me. I wasn't meant to get that one. There's a better one for me. It's just like the houses that my husband and I are looking at. It's, we might fall in love with a house and go, oh my gosh, that's great. That's whatever. And then somebody else, it goes pending. Somebody else puts a contract on it. I just let it go because I know mine is still out there and it's even better. It's this or better. That's how you should live your life. Everything, it's this or better. Don't settle. I was thinking about some of the houses that we've looked at, and I think, well, yeah, we could make this work and all this kind of stuff. That's settling. I have never. Any house I bought was exactly what I wanted. Why the hell am I going to settle now? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I want what I want for a reason, and I know it's there. It will come into my existence exactly when it's meant to come into my existence. There's a house that we're looking at now. There are things that we're waiting to find out before we put a contract on it. If it goes pending, if it doesn't just fall into place, it's not our house. I'm not going to get wigged out about it. Even though I've spent hours, literally, thinking about all the fun things that we get to do with this house, how we can upgrade it to make it ours. If it's not my house, it's okay. Mine will be even better. I know that. Don't let some situation tell you anything different. Oh, you didn't get that job? Wow. What are you going to do? Yours is still out there. A better one. Just have that mindset. A better one is out there for you. Let that one go. Don't get tied up in, oh, I didn't get the job I wanted. And it's 23:33 as I say that. It's because I'm telling you the truth. People get hung in, oh, I didn't get the house I wanted. Oh, I didn't get the job I wanted. Oh, I have to go get this thing because if I don't, I'll lose my job. And then what will I do? You know what? There's a better job out there for you. There's a better life out there for you. When you follow your intuition and your guidance and you stay rooted in your beliefs. And I don't mean limited beliefs. Those need to go bye-bye. If it limits you, let it go. Expand your belief system. And just know that everything is happening exactly how it's meant to happen. even the stuff that you call bad, even the stuff that you think sucks, even your hell on earth. If you're living in hell, it's for a reason. Mine woke me up. I am grateful. And I dare say anybody that has gotten to the other side and that is awake and that is a new human would go back and change anything that happened to them, happened for them before. I would almost bet you every person that has made it to new earth, new human, awakening, none of us would change anything that happened before, because we see that it all happened for a reason. It took that to wake you up. It took that to help wake somebody else up. I was already awake in 2020. Did I need to experience that? No. However, it took that. I lived through it, yes. I got to experience that, yes. But it took that to wake so many other people up. So not everything is for you. Some is for someone else. But you get to live through it with them. I got to be there to support those that questioned. I got to be there to help those that questioned. I really don't want to get this thing, but I'm afraid I'm going to lose my job. I got to be there to reassure them that no, you will not lose your job, because I'm not going to fire you. I will find somewhere to put you. We will figure this out. So it all happens for a reason. All of it. And like I said, the new humans are not here anymore to try to wake anybody up. You know how you wake people up? Is just live the best you can live. And if they want to argue with you, don't argue with them. Don't. They're not wrong. They just have a different belief than you. That's their belief. To them, it's not wrong. To them, yours is. But that's limiting. That's division. That's judgment. We're not here to judge. We're not here to say, oh, Jesus never said, no, you're wrong. Jesus led by example. That's what we're here to do. We're here to be the light. We're here to show people that they have been living in a lie. They've been living in a controlled environment. They've been giving up their control, their freedom, their decisions. And I heard a lady yesterday talk about people that mind control. And the people that have been mind controlled the most are the ones that want to argue with you and say, no, I haven't been mind controlled. I make up my own decisions. But they're still living in the agenda. And they don't see the mind control. They don't call it mind control. They call it, I'm making my own choices. For those of us that see it, we see the mind control. We see that, yes, there is an agenda playing out. We were once in it. We've broken free. but we see the nonsense. You can't argue with somebody that's delusional. Or refuses to wake up. So don't waste your time and energy. Just continue being you, being the light, being the beacon. You know? If things resonate with you, run with it. If it doesn't resonate with you, okay. There's a lot of YouTubes that I used to watch. They don't resonate with me anymore. It's irritating to me. It's like nails down a chalkboard to me. I turn it off. If I start to listen to it and they start spewing a bunch of nonsense, I just change a channel. I don't sit and get wigged up in it. That is what drives it. I just don't understand that mindset. People that want to watch something that they don't agree with just so they can argue with it. And just so they let it agitate them. Really? Again, if that's your choice, God love you. That's not mine. I say what comes to me. I speak what comes to me. I don't make this up. I can't make this up. So I love you. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stepping into your freedom, your power, your sovereignty, the new you. Is it an easy ride? No. But you know what? I know for me, easy is boring. Would I like some things to be easier? Yes. But I also know if everything's just given to you, where's the fun in that? If you didn't have to learn any lessons, if everything was just given to you, where's the fun? You don't get to learn. You don't get to experience the different things. You know, I mean, I know just like 2020. Was it fun? No. But look what we got to experience. Now, do I agree with it? No. Do I think people need to be held accountable for the nonsense? Yes. But I also see the bigger picture, and I see how it woke a bunch of people up. So, anyway, I love you. I send you so much gratitude. If I didn't already say it, I don't know. Click the like button. Subscribe to my channel. I think I'm going to go out. I don't know. My husband's doing something. He was cutting up a tree. Oh, looks like he's done. Perfect timing. Everything happens for a reason, right? Yeah. Now I don't know what he's going to go do with it. Doesn't matter. But anyway, have an amazing day. Just be the light. Just lead by example. Don't question you. If what you're doing brings you peace and joy and expansion, go with it. It doesn't mean that later down the road you can't change your mind. You only know what you know. And that's the beauty of it. We're learning, we're growing. I'm not going backwards. There's not enough money in the world to make me go backwards. Because it's not about money. I'm free. I I get to be me. So anyway, later down the road, I might come back on here and go, you know what? What I said was limiting. Now let me tell you the truth. No, it's always the truth. Now let me tell you what I know. I don't know. I live for the moment and am open to whatever else the universe has for me, for my highest and best. So have an amazing day, and we will talk soon.